Well, they don't call them the faithful for nothing, Brock. Fans numbering 70,000 strong have made the trek to Santa Clara, and they're ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi's Stadium. Today, there's an NFC fighting store between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Ready to get this game started. Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And we're off from Levi's Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. Already we're seeing the mind games they can play with personnel. You talk about this all the time, Brock. Look like a passing set. Left them some room on the ground.
10, 11, heck, even 20 personnel, doesn't matter. Offensively, you get to dictate the terms. Kind of like those pitchers and catchers that once in a while will pitch backwards. Keep your opponent off guard.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Looking to throw Fields. His first throw is an interception. And he's into the end zone for the pick 6 for San Francisco.
Well, that is quite the tone setter and very different between the two sides. Offense, that's a disaster. But defensively, you've just lit the flame of emotion. Now you want to build on it. Wow.
Pinheiro there to tack on the extra points. And that's good for a 7-0 lead.
Niners 7, Cardinals nothing. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And no return here, and this is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 35-yard line.
Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. Fields coming back after the pick. And he's going to go down here. They are on him back around the 28. Nick Bosa. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Second down. Here's Fields. He's in trouble, and it's another one. They drop it. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage. Set him up now with 3rd down. Defense is roaring here. Back-to-back sacks have him in a great spot to end this drive immediately. 3rd and long for him here. It's McBride downfield, and he's got it. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. A big hitter by the Cardinals. 34 yards.
And a Cardinal first down.
Fields to throw it. Dumps it off to his running back. He turns the shallow catch into something more. Give him 8 yards. That sets up second and short.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Great start on that first down. Only need 2 here on second. Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. And they're going to bring him down, but 8 was enough. They got what they needed. First down coming.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Now it's Fields. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. There he goes, right sideline. And he's into the end zone for the pick 6 for San Francisco. Second time he's had an errant throw taken back for 6 in this half, Brock. As a quarterback, how do you come back from this knowing there's so much game left?
How do you come back from it, or how do your family and friends come back from it? I know as I get older, I think about them more and more. As a competitor, you're just going to grit your teeth and do what you can. But for the loved ones following, it's a tough second pick 6 to watch.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. They put a receiver in motion right. Now Fields. Go right side, and McBride has it. He's going to be forced out following a gain of about 10. That's going to give Arizona the first.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
From the gun, here's a give to Love. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Knocked down by Fred Warner. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice game.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
Finds a seam down the middle. Running down the left side. And he's going to get there inside the pylon. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey McBride. And that is touchdown number 20 of his NFL career. The kick is good, and I believe this should stand, Brock. It looks like that flag appears to be on somebody who dumped early. Let's see. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand.
Chad Ryland to kick off for
All
Arizona.
set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Chooses to bring this one out. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Jones on the return. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Before you let me out the cage.
49ers to the line. First and 10. First carry here for Jordan James. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a microwave.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
McCaffrey gets the first and still running. And he's going to get this to the 39-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
It wasn't for a lack of want to. They wanted to get that run game going in big, explosive ways. A lot of carries. There just wasn't much yards per carry. The good news, they still found a way to win. Now they want to find more explosives.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Going to the ground again on first. He finds some space again. The 30. The 10. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. This is where you always want to be standing at the end of your first drive, Brock. And, hey, even more so when you're chasing these early season wins.
You know what comes to my mind as you say that, Kate, is just stacking. Right, we hear this from coaches all the time, stacking practice days, stacking good reps. Ultimately, stacking drives together like that, you know, helps you stack wins.
A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. 21-7 is our score. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. Going to the ground first with Benson. Has room down the left sideline at the 20. Racing towards the corner, and he's across. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown, Arizona. Chad Ryland.
Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball at the 35 to begin this drive. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up first and 10. They give left side to James. And he gets home. Touchdown, San Francisco. Wow, great stuff there, Brock. He busted that one open, got downhill, and got in for 6. Huge run there.
Yeah, and this is how you break a game open. He found that lane, and he was gone. What a tremendous effort in the blocking scheme there to just spring him enough so he could take it to the house.
14.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's first and 10. Now begin this drive with Benson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D-tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocks down that runner.
McBride hauls it in. And give him about 4, nothing beyond the catch. That hit got there quickly.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
That last catch picked up 4, so they're left with 3rd and 6. Hauled in again, it's McBride. And he's not going to make it. They stop him short, so expect a punt coming up here on 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this kick gets past the 20. It's going to reach the 18-yard line before it's touchdown.
18-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And 3 yards is all he's going to get. It's 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. And the lead is some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Purdy. The left side is caught by Strigley. He's going to hit there, and they're going to take him out of bounds after a gain of 11. And that's going to be good for a 49ers first down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Josh Sweat making the stop.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On 2nd down, Purdy. That's complete, Mike Evans. Brought to the ground as they hit him big on that play, Brock. Looks like they're marking the gain at about 25 yards.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First and 10 from the 43. And an inside give here to Black. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. And in the middle of all that chaos and traffic, look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle.
He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Cardinals going nickel here on 3rd. Now Purdy. Into the hands of Kittle. Running in the red zone. Touchdown, San Francisco! You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. This makes it up to the 25.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Fields looking to throw. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's going to manage 13 yards here before going down. That picks them up the first.
A gain of 13 yards.
They're going to read at the line.
And a Cardinal first down.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. That's completed right side. And this will be stopped just before the play reaches that 30-yard mark. Still a great game, Brock, and a new set of downs.
First down, Cardinals.
Here's Fields on first. And he's up over 150 yards passing thanks to that previous completion. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Oh, no. They get him yet again. Picked by Marquise Siegel. And the 49ers have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it, that's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
And instead of a receiver, that one finds the ground. Incomplete, it's second down. Ooh, coming off a touchdown on their previous drive, you can almost feel the urgency up here, Brock. They want to add more.
Yeah, urgency and aggressiveness. Those are kind of the ingredients in the recipe for this offense, and certainly their success today.
Black takes this one up the middle. And second down only works out for a yard.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Trying to locate it. Oh, no, he lost it. And he's going to be touched down as that one comes to an end. Well, as we all know, halves can't end on a defensive penalty. So now we get an untimed down. And they will not snap it again as we have reached the end of our first half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. There's the stop. Damage finally comes to an end after a 17-yard pickup. And that is good for Cardinals first down. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Oh, boy, that play action nearly backfired right there, Brock. Took a little bit too much time to set it up and some quick thinking at the end there to get that throw away as the hit arrived.
Yeah, that's really well said because, you could feel sometimes the quarterback on drop back, the timing.
Yeah.
Play action, sometimes it gets a little hairy. That was pretty savvy of him to find an incompletion.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. This is ahead for about 5. Adrian Taylor-Demerson getting there for the tackle. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it could be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
Running right, it's Black. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Called down by Andrew Winger.
On the tackle.
Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. D coordinators love to dial it up.
Third and short. Here's Purdy. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
A 56-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the advantage now sits at 24.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all of his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. From his own end zone, here we go. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Here's Fields to throw. That one's incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First play of the drive, Brock, you always tell me that's always the start of a new battle. Defense wins round 1 in this series.
And this next down kind of sets the table, right? You got to now put yourself in a manageable third down after lack of execution on first.
Benson with a first down and more. And he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Gain 15 there. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Fields throwing here. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you can see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
All right, they're shuffling things around a bit. Working on second down. Fields. So they stop him after about a 5-yard gain, and that is good enough for a fresh set of downs. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
From the gun, Love gets it. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Pass complete. That's Devin Duvernay. He's going to be hit there, and they're going to take him out of bounds after a gain of 11. And that's going to make it first down Cardinals.
You want to know what keeps most of these defensive coordinators up during game week and preparation, Kate? It's just plays like that. It's quarterbacks being able to extend the play. It puts so much doubt into that defense and that defensive coordinator, too.
Here we go, Zach. 222, 222. Out. Right.
Play action, Fields. Brought in right side. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
First down, Arizona.
From the red zone on first. Great work to keep this play alive, and this is going to be caught. Touchdown, Arizona. Michael Wilson, the second score that he has brought in this season. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up first and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. That play made by Will Johnson.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the 49ers with the football and a comfortable lead as well. First down run gets them 6, so now it is second and 4. Here's a give inside to James. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard.
Cody Simon on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up
To the line, here's third and 3. Purdy to throw it. And that's incomplete, so the defense forces fourth down.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important third and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. Purdy trying on fourth down. He's got it to his running back. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs instead, they pick up the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
On the handoff, here's Black. And he surges ahead for 5. Make it second down.
That might not look like a lot, but that's some veteran stuff from the rookie runner right there. That kind of gain in the NFL, that's a win. May not be in high school, you may want to hit the big play, but those singles, they turn into doubles, and they matter at this level.
Fits it through the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Handoff, headed right, Black. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7.
You know, the defenses in the league today, they have to be so reactive. They have to be so twitchy. But this was a good job by that front. Yeah, they reacted initially, but then they showed the burst, the quickness of pursuit defensively to limit that counter gain to less than 5. Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
All right, they need 7 here on third down on what is the 9th play of this drive. On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. And he is not going to be able to reach that marker. Got it close, but it sets up fourth and less than a yard now.
You know I like that call, Kate. I kind of like these runs on third downs and what may be predictable passing situations, but a gain like that now opens that playbook for a fourth down decision. Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
At their own 27-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's first and 10. Running from the pistol with Benson. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. Down he goes, but what a play as he picks up about 28. And that's going to give Arizona the first. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
Cardinal first down.
Looking to throw Fields. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Throwing on second, here's Fields. And a good business decision there as he covers up at the end of it. Give him around 7 and give this offense now third down.
7. And this is...
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Cardinals hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Fields with a chance to run it here. And the run will not get there. They're turned away right near that marker. Now it's 4th down.
I can promise you, that's not what it looks like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. It's caught by Wilson. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, they pick up the first.
It's a gain of 10.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Laying out for this one, and he makes the catch. Clock is working against him as they hurry up to the line.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Arizona.
Fields gets it out line quick. It looks like he got around 8 yards before he headed out of bounds, Brock. Second down.
Ruled out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Great start on that first down. Only need 2 here on second. Fields changing things around here. They give on second to Benson. And instead of pushing for the line, look at that, he's pushed backwards to the 5. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Fields to throw it. Finds Benson out of the backfield. And across the line he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Arizona.
So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
What's right? Extend.
A pistol snap. Fields. He lays out and gets it. Wow, that gets him the 2 points.
41, Cardinals 28. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Samuel now to return it. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. Oh, and the kicking team's got it.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. And when they fly down the field, they got two things in mind, Kate. Number one, get the returner down. And number two, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
Here we go, son. 319, that's right. Hey, 10.
Man in motion here. Now it's Fields. Has it at the 7. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Here we go. 319, got that.
They'll run here. It's Benson. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's just been a difference maker.
All right, Fields has his guys set, looking to tack on 2 to that touchdown.
The Cardinals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he reaches the end zone. That conversion cuts the lead down to 5.
Niners 41.
Well, they really made getting the 2 points there look pretty simple. Nice time to call that option.
I love the option play, Kate. In short yardage situations, get a true 2-on-1 with your quarterback. Make it simple for him. And that time, well, the simplest one was him keeping it and getting those 2 points.
And the 49ers are going to get this kick. They're going to hang on for the win.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. Now with just 10 seconds left in our game, we've got a timeout.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one. So the 49ers earn the win in this one. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.